Sick. Right. All right, I think this is working. I think we're up. I just need to do a test. Yes, we're on, boy. Shit. All right, I think this is working. I think we're up. I just need to do a test. Yeah, epic. All right, see, I'll keep that open. This YouTube control panel sucks, but that's all right. Okay, well, I'm going to roll through and just manage my teams until we get some questions in here, if we do at all. I did put a heads up in the Discord, so we'll see if anyone jumps in here. I think someone asked what time. I can't remember what I said. So Warzone. No, not quite. Dude, this YouTube panel, I'm scared to close this YouTube panel, Dawn, and then the fucking thing will close. I don't know what the purpose of this panel is, but that's alright. Okay. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at your team, Dawn, and see what you need to do. Sup, Coley? Hey, brother. So, Daunt, Ethan, you, my friend, how it's gonna pop, mate. I'm gonna plug him in for Classic. With Nano being sent to the Shadow Room. Yeah, he's back on the bench, Daunt, so you do want to hold him. He's definitely worth a hold. Who do you have this week? You've got Kicks, which is, he's in knees cooked. Was he named? I think so. Nah, you might need to waiver, brother, because you can't hold Kick Out and Nano and Matto. So I'd drop Matto, sorry. Pick up Nicholson or Laurie if Turbo's fullback and Seyfarth. Jay Williams. Pick up Nicholson or Laurie if Turbo fullback. And Seyfarth, Jay Williams back up to RF. I'm struggling to understand what you mean. Pick up Nicholson or Laurie if Turbo fullback. Well, Turbo's been named. Laurie, if you can get Laurie off free agents and you can stash him, then yeah, I think that's fine. If Turbo has any issues or pulls out late. But Laurie's only a 3 to 4, 5 week play, Alex. So, yeah, I wouldn't be rushing to grab. I wouldn't pay a high waiver for Laurie. He will perform well if you've got Turbo who's still named. It's just what happens to Turbo is the issue. What other options, Alex, do you have there as backup if Turbo goes down? But yeah, I wouldn't be spending a waiver necessarily on a short-term play like Laurie, I don't think, unless it's a late waiver. Like late in the order, you could probably get away with it. And then Nicholson, I don't know about Nicholson, mate. Like he could get the minutes. He could. I just don't know what the job security is long term. You got 2 tries. Let's have a look. What's he gonna do? Let's have a look at Matty Nicholson. Definitely got to spell his name right. It's one important thing. Like scoring 98 with a double, 26 tackles, so like 34, 54. So he scored like 44 without the tries. Look at that. I just don't like the runs there. Yeah, I just don't know, mate. It's just not a lot of work rate for a guy. I just wouldn't be spending up on him. Seyfarth, he hasn't been great either, but at least he's got the job security. That's probably the difference there. How was his work on the week? Because he got a HIA week 1. He was already better the next week. He does rush out of the line and miss some tackles. If you have no backup fullback, I'm okay for you to grab Laurie, yeah. Seyfarth, no, dude, what are those runs? Dude, you can't be running that few times. I think he'll be a bit better, but damn, that's pretty low odds. And then Jack Williams, he plays his heart out, Williams. Let's have a look. Dude, what the way better the next week. I like the tackle busts. Again, the runs are pretty lean, but he's got a bit more about him, Jack Williams, and I like that the minutes came up. So I think I'd pick Williams probably over those 3, or Nicholson if you just want to take a gamble, but I'm not expecting 2 tries every week. Yeah, Nicholson is a lot of classic hype, perhaps, and people just love. John Bateman has set this precedent where British back rowers come over and they dominate, because John Bateman's first kind of year here from England, he just farmed in Supercoach and Fantasy. So people see British back rowers and they just jump on. And to be fair, Kai Pearce-Paul's probably the next good one. He just hasn't quite eventuated because he's a little bit younger. Like, I think Nick Nicholson will be okay. I'm just not spending waivers on these guys personally. Yeah, Sia Wong. Yeah. Let's have a look at Sia Wong. Just don't trust Robbo. That's the only issue, Alex, with Wong. Yeah, Ryan. Yep. Yeah, so what's the deal with Wong here? 70 without a try is crazy. Tons of runs. Really promising. That's crazy. He had 13 runs as edge back rower. Tons of tackles. I like the upside of Wong. Puppy or Kinney week 3. I like the upside of Wong, Alex, but I just don't trust his coach. I just don't trust the job security. But as a 1 week play, I don't mind it. So Puppy or Kinney, that's brutal. Matchup wise, I haven't looked at any data, but who do they have? Forgot. Kinney at home, but it's night time. I'd love Kinney in the Arvo. And Puppy Panthers. Fuck, he looked epic though. Puppy looked epic. I'd probably have to play Puppy until I see him like shit the bed. I'd have to see him shit the bed before I didn't start him, but I personally love Kinney. Jace, so yeah, that is a coin flip. Also, the thing is, if you're going to captain Puppy, it sucks to captain someone on a Thursday night. Like, that's rough as. But I don't know. He could still farm. I love Grant Anderson as a 1 week play on the right wing. If you're desperate in CT dubs, guys. Sometimes here gets to 23 and we burned it at there. It's about 40 degrees. Yeah, Ryan, it's crazy. Yep. Use 3rd out of 12 waiver on Nicholson, current 2RS, Gus, Huddy. No way. Nah, no way. I need to see more. Luke, I need to see way more from him to burn a 3 out of 12, especially in a 12-teamer. Because you've got Gus, Huddy carrying, and then you can just figure out your next options, your third 2RF. Like, Safeart's fine as a third 2RF. Like, he'll have ups and downs, but with Gus and Huddy underpinning it, I wouldn't be worried with Huddy Young's start to the season. He's going to be really good. He looks really fit. He looks like he's sort of stepped up to a leadership role there at Canberra. So, yeah, I'll be backing him in. Taruva there, 2 12-man leagues, so not many options. Yeah. I know, that's a deep league, Alex. Broke boy. Is Duffy for Toa the play? It is a play. I just don't like Toa's injury prone nature. I would be doing Duffy to Jamie Humphries if it's classic you're talking about. Don't watch football, sorry Ryan. We're just a NRL community. I don't know when exactly I went live. When was it? 12 minutes ago. So I'll probably stay live for another 15, guys, depending on whether the questions roll in. Yeah, Coley, I'm wondering the same thing. How did you come across this, Ryan? My dude. Bateman is an enigma of a man, super coach on IRL. Yeah, he's super strange, Coley. I couldn't draft him just because you just never know when he's going to pack up and call it a day. Like, he started the season pretty good. Bateman. From memory. 63-51. Not as good as I thought. He's just a tackle bot at the moment. A couple of offloads. The missed tackle's a killer. Because all of a sudden that's 67 and that's 55. It's a different proposition. Runs are okay. Just he used to break way more tackles was his thing. Yeah, exactly, Coley. 100%. I think so, Broke Boy. Yeah, I think he's firming to sign. Yep. Let's have a look at Taylor May. He just wasn't good last year, unfortunately, Taylor. Which is crazy to have 30 base some games. Like, to average 32 base as a centre is pretty solid. He just did not convert. Look at the time he did score. 74. He's much better as a winger. I think, unfortunately, they're going to play him as a centre because Jarrell Skelton, but he's much better as a winger. I'd love to see Talon May on the wing. I think he's a really strong finisher. So you want me to drop Maddo to get someone to replace? Yeah, I think you need to drop Maddo. And you need to get a 2RF off the waivers. No, Kickout didn't get dropped. He's just injured. Kickout's just injured, mate. Kickout's just injured for quite a while. Yeah, basically, Coley, yeah. That's true. Until it kind of late in the season, I think we saw Alamotti fire up later in the season when Nath was healthy because he can play both sides of the ruck. I don't reckon Broke Boy. Is Broke Boy, is he basement price? If he's basement price, he probably is a buy in Classic. He's just not a high waiver pick in draft, Nicholson. But yeah, Coley, the left edge was grim at the start, but then we'll have a look at Alamotti in the back end of the year. Oh, it wasn't as good as I thought. I didn't know he was injured. 111, 50. I must have traded him. Right around this point. Oh, he actually wasn't too great. Was he playing right wing? Who the fuck else was out there? Oh, Casey wasn't great. Whenever Casey scored, he was epic. Such a good young talent. 31 base. Did Toto get switched? Yeah, Toto was pretty mediocre late. I wonder if we've seen the best of Toto. I'm fearing it as an owner. Oh, Taruva. Oh, yeah. That's right, Coley. Good memory, mate. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Taruva swapped. This run here cost me my season 0-0-2-0-0 tries. I just wonder if I own Toto in every freaking league because I just love him. But yeah, that's because he got, look at this, 40, 40, 40, 40, 49. That's 34. That's not what we drafted him for. 56, 55. Because look what Toto can do. 170, 109, 124. So nah, it's Tungo on the right, which is killing us because Tungo has been super bad. Look at his creation for a centre. 3. He's not setting people up. Yeah, Tungo. 24, 18, 53, 44, 87, 67, 33, 58, 35, 36, 40, 37. I don't get it, mate. He just isn't explosive enough and he doesn't pass the ball. No, you're fine, mate. It's all good. You remembered Taruva swap last year. It's good. I don't know if Dawn is still in here. I don't know how to like do this YouTube shit because I've only ever done Twitch. I was trying to help Dawn figure out who to get, so yeah, I love Skelton. Yeah, I think Skelton has good base. I think that makes sense. Twal, I think that's okay too, Coley. I wouldn't have high hopes, mate. Oh, you're sweet, Dawn. I'm just trying to help you. Oh, Matty Nicholson only played 66 minutes. I didn't actually notice that when I was looking at him earlier. He should play 80. You could probably jump in on some Matty Nicholson, Dawn, and hope he plays 80. Or I would grab Jack Williams if he's trending towards 80. He's got a solid, like, he's previously had a solid PPM. There's risk with both because it's pretty grim on the waivers. So in this league, this is our community league. We'll have a look at the ladder. Who's at the top? Oh, your boy's at the top. No way. How am I at the top? Shit, I'll tell you how I'm at the top. Because we pop it off on the draft. Sort by percent owned. Yep, I'll do that in a sec. Look at the team, boys. Rolling. It's goated. Right. 2 RFs by percent owned, yep. 2 RF, under waiver. Oh, I won't do under waiver. Oh yeah, I better do under waiver. Satili starting on an edge this week, I think, is a good option for people desperate for a plug and play. Actually, that's who you need to get, Dawn, is Satili. Satili Tupanua, because I think he'll play 80. Or, oh, he might not play 80. I don't know. Fuck. If Sam McIntyre plays 60 minutes, I love that he's front row eligible, but hard to trust. You could gamble on Ben Trbojevic, Dawn. God, it's grim. It's bloody grim here. Yeah, Brookie, exactly. On a Sun... When are they playing? Playing with Trbojevic at home is always good. Yeah, Sunday 5 p.m. at Four Pines. Fire up your SIGs. I do love what I've seen from the Raiders so far, but they look epic. They look like they're playing like really fast. Yeah, I think do it, Dawn, and just monitor it. Don't have high hopes. Like, I don't want to let you down, but just go for it, and then if it doesn't work, just keep cycling through the 2RF there to figure it out in the back later. Yeah, Coley, I can't play mine in my home league either. It's tough. I really want to play Ola, but I can't sit Katoa or Yo. They're just too good historically. I want to play him, and then my big dilemma is to play Tommy if he's hurt. Like, he's named, but we know he's not healthy. You know, so it's just a tough one. Because the last thing I want is to play him and he just comes off in 15 minutes and scores 5 points. But then Four Pines at home, he could score 100. Oh, I hate it. That's why you hate owning these guys. Yeah, correct. They do. Yeah, Dawn, that's the dilemma. You need to pick which one you want to go for. Both have risk of not playing 80. Both have job security issues. Nicholson's probably more fun. He's probably more like, there's a chance he's pretty good. Tupanua, he usually scores well. He just doesn't always play tons of minutes. Oh, good question, Coley. That's a fun one. That's what I'm here for. This is why I go live. This is a good question. So, does Coley play Jamal Fogarty on a Sunday at 5 p.m. at Four Pines, or does he tip it in and hope that Lukey Metcalf against the Roosters? Okay, so what I know is that Coley's league, he's 0-2, unfortunately, and the roster setup means you need a bit of upside. I think this doesn't want to work for me. Oh, look, 65 with 2 try assists just is not good enough from this fella. Brother, what is he doing? How did he get 2 try assists? 18 tackles, 16 in goals, and only scored 65. Yeah, you got to play Metcalf, Coley. You got to chase the upside of Metcalf, and you cannot be frustrated if Fogarty scores 60 and Metcalf scores 40. Don't even worry about it. Just do not worry about it. You're chasing the upside. That's the whole point. Fogarty is an awesome backup for if Metcalf gets hurt, which he probably will. Being frank, he probably will. Yeah, I didn't know either. I watched the game and didn't even pay attention to that. Yeah, Lukey Met, mate. Fuck, he's sick. I'll tell you something. All the years playing fantasy, these players, these Lukey Metcalfs, these guys that can just break the line. I'll tell you, the king of it right now in the game is Fletcher Sharp, who I drafted. Him and like Keanu Kinney are like peak line break athletes. Like Ponga always up there. Like the top guys, I get it. We don't need to talk about them. But from a youth perspective, Metcalf, Fletcher Sharp, I'll tell you something for free. These guys, look, Fletcher Sharp, 2 line breaks and like 3 line breaks in 2 games as a 5/8. Like, he's fucking insane. Kinney, Sharp, Metcalf, these guys that can break the line. Like, the comparison between them and like a Isaiah Katoa from the Dolphins, who does not have that kind of athleticism. Don't get me wrong, he's not the worst, but that is what you want in your team if you can choose. You know, even someone like Adam Reynolds used to actually slip through and break the line. It's a game changer because not only does it give you points, it can lead to try assists and whatnot as well, because people that are breaking the line usually get to the fullback typically if they can do a clean break like Fletcher Sharp does. Just cause so much havoc. So yeah, you're chasing the upside. Just Fletcher Sharp, mate. What a freak. He's the sickest player. I hope he stays healthy. He has the Ryan Pappenhausens about him. Fletcher does. Absolute sicko. Last year came out his first 2 NRL games. Try, 62, 72. And then like 2 try assists for a 60 or 3, you know. Then he played only 14 minutes. No, 16 minutes, 16, 50, 47, 125, 132. The kid's a freak, mate. He's as good as it gets. Who's more likely to stay in? Who's more likely, Satilli or Nicholson, stay in? Satilli's gonna be in a team whilst ever he's healthy. They bought him to play him. He just might not play 80 minutes. Nicholson he got a shot even when Hosking was healthy, and now Hosking's injured. I think they're both the same level of risk. Daunt. Satilli might score better than Nicholson, but Nicholson is probably more, potentially there's more upside there. It's a really tough one, Daunt, to like pick between them. You just have to have a bit of fun with it, mate. It's like, don't overthink this stuff because it's so early. Don't like kill yourself over it. What'd you say? Thoughts on JC? JC is in Jaden Campbell. Peak R&D. Not sure what you mean R&D, but look, he had heaps of hype, and I actually started buying into it. He was not really on my radar. I don't know, Coley, if you noticed, but at the start of the season, I didn't have him that high in my top 40 or whatever it was, top 32 or 36. I slowly started buying in because Rocks and oh, gotcha. Yeah, let's have a look. But what the thing is with Jaden Campbell, man, is he is also a player that can break the line. He's a great example. He's a fucking sicko. Look at this, 13, 19. You never see a pie chart with this distribution. He's just so talented. He's just in I was going to say something bad. He's in a really weird team. But like, look at this run, 75, 77, 170, 111, 42, 100. But then, yeah, 4 sub-60s in a row. I don't think the Rocks are too bad, Coley. Look at the Rocks. They're all 40 plus. I think he's a gun. He's a stud, but he just is made of glass. What I love is the distribution. He can do anything. He could have a game where he creates a lot. He can have a game where he evades a lot. He can have a game where he scores a lot. He can do everything. 48% of his games, like, they're pretty high coefficient of variance, but what we've got to compare that with is the 47% of games over 60. Like, it's not that bad. It's just hard because it's the Titans. If you get me, like, he can only do so much, and he's quite injury prone. So you'll see games like where the minutes drop because he gets hurt, and therefore he plummets that coefficient of variance. He plummets his average, that sort of thing. I don't know why I was spruiking him as a top 15 pick. I wish I didn't buy into that because people remember this. They remember this run 100, 111. But overall, he's just like, yeah, he's an upside guy. It's like Matt Burton can do that. So if we look at my rankings with Jaden Campbell in mind. No, don't. You're not hogging the chat. This is what it's all about. I'm here to answer questions live. It's so much better than Discord, and no one else is here, so it's all good. Jaden Campbell, yeah. Like, why? In hindsight, see, he does have more upside than Munster. Like, Munster's not getting this 170 these days, I don't think, and he doesn't kick goals and stuff. But this was a bit ridiculous from me. But remember, the reason was Titans have an epic finals run on paper. He kicks goals, Munster doesn't. Munster plays Origin, Jaden won't. But they're much of a muchness. I think this was fading Dylan Brown was probably the best thing I did. He's been looking pretty average. He'll have good games, but he looks pretty average. Burton, I just don't care about him. Why did I drop Galvin when I love him? I guess maybe I was worried I was like drinking the Kool-Aid too much on Galvin, who I love. And I paid up for him in the community league, and he hit me 100 last week. But yeah, 5/8 was really hard to figure out this year. So far, this is looking pretty good. My Metcalf ranking was a bit low, but he's so injury prone that I had to do it. My Luai, the reason he's here, you're going to say, well, Ben Hunt's been better than Luai, but Luai can play both positions, so the coverage is so good. What's happening with David Fifita? Look at Fifita last year. Started off the bench the season, 57, 67. He still scored well. Off the bench, 84 after Origin, I think. Off the bench, 76. And then he started going off the bench again as he faded, 42, 41. Oh, man, Fifita. Oh, I just couldn't draft him again because of the price of him. But no one can be what Fifita can be, if that makes sense. Like, when things are going, I actually had him in the year. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Why does this hate me? Wait, look at this. This year was crazy. Yeah, Luai can do that. Those game manager guys like Luai and Brooks isn't really a game manager, but he's just a team player. Luke Brooks, he just passes out the back to Tommy. Mate, look at this run from Fifita. 96, 76, 82, 84, 114, 100, 111, 116. And that's time impacted, 33 minutes, then 120, 107. Just different. Just a different gravy, man. Fuck. 2023. Coefficient of 31% with 82% of his games over 60 points. Absolute freak. No one can do that. So I just don't care. I have to rank him number one. But remember, we're in a tier, right? We're in a bracket of quality. And this is looking interesting how I've done this year. And now looking at some of the outcomes. Was I too low on Tino? Man, I tried to fade Mitch Barnett and I got scared fading him too hard. And he hasn't been amazing. Jermaine Hopgood, I was kind of buying into the hype. I think Firma and Lucas I was too low on. Look at that. I was too low. I love them more than anything. I was just a bit too low. They should be up here. They should be beneath Huddy Young, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, he just needs minutes. And I can't explain. I think he just gets depending on how they go, like he should come into it a little more. Just checking the Discord, fam. I don't think there's anything else. Oh, well, now that we know it works, it's good. Yeah, let's have a look at your team again. No, and that's Supercoach Collie. Mate, my most recent year that I won, I think I might have started like 0-3 or 1-2. Like, it was not good, mate, but it's the first week's just always chaos. Yeah, you've got Fifita, Campbell, Kinney, love it. Talangi, yeah, it's a bit upsetting with Talangi. I think, yeah, Talangi's value is that you can play him at 5/8, right? Like, it's not actually that you can play him at CT dub. I don't like, yeah, especially in a 2 CT dub league. Like, you've got Garrick, absolute gun. Like, he'll be epic, and you got him for the finals run. Gagai's a sicko. Like, he's so good. Oh, you've got Tommy too, so you've got a manager, but you've got Kinney there, so it's sweet. I'd be playing Kinney over Tommy this week, mate. I wouldn't risk it. Yeah, and then you play Metcalf over. Yeah, team's epic with Campbell, Metcalf. So good. There's nothing to worry about. This team is absolutely sick. You're sweet, mate. Like, just hope that you get some good luck. That's part of the game. I traded Gags. Oh, that's all right. Yeah, it's crazy. With a 4-man bench, I probably wouldn't have advised it, but it's not a mistake outright. So if you look to help balance some of that stuff, what I do is I analyze the luck for a league. So it helps me understand how my team is going when things aren't going well. It helps me understand what the true quality of my team is comparative to the league, because record doesn't tell the whole story, obviously. So that's how I kind of work through the first several weeks and tell myself, it helps indicate to myself like how hard I need to trade to kind of either get my team online or to just cool it and trust the process and hope that the variance swings back. My final thoughts were that with Tusi, 100%, Coley. No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I just think when you're trying to hold Blaze, and you're trying to navigate feeder bench stuff, which you obviously didn't know at the time. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Coley, 100%. Yeah, that's totally fair, mate. I get the thinking, it's totally viable. I just feel like my thing would be with the depth on the waivers. It's like, is there a way to trade for? But your team's so good, you tick all the boxes, mate. You nailed the draft, so don't overthink it. Blaze is gone. Yeah, I wouldn't be holding him, mate. Not with sort of your team until he's named. You can try and save a waiver, but I don't overthink it. Even when he plays, I'm not sure he's going to be some sort of world beater either. But yeah, well, should we wrap this thing up? Because I've posted in the Discord and no one seems to really care, which is cool because it means I can go. But I think I might do it like this in future, because it's easier for me and I don't have to write anything or record anything, and I can just turn this thing on and crank this out. But I got to go have some dinner. I got an early training in the morning. So, any last questions? You got 1 minute. Will I get copyright striked if there's like music in the background? It'd be much better if I could just chill. Oh no, thanks for being here, mate. You made it a good time, Coley. I appreciate it, and thanks to Daunt, my goat, Ethan, for being here. I don't have any like warning this stream. Oh, this might break it. Oh, what's this? Stream's current is lower than Bureau. Sweet, I don't know, I don't care. Dude, YouTube's so weird. Open widget, what the fuck? Alright, I don't know what's going on here. Oh, we got another question. Reckon Dom Young gets dropped? He's close. Yeah, Luke, they won last week, and that's, if you're winning, you're staying. But, mate, yeah, if they put a couple of losses like they did that week one together, I think he's close. The problem is, though, he's also really good. So, from an attack perspective, when you're lacking creation, to have a finisher that you can kick to or can make those put downs and break tackles. And remember with Dom Young, he's someone that can really... Even though he's tall, he doesn't look it on TV as much. He's super fast. He can create out of the backfield with speed and a tackle break. I think that's the weighing up that Trent Robinson's got to manage. So he's definitely someone that could get dropped. I don't think so. Whilst ever they've got that victory against the Panthers in their rolling sort of 3-round win-loss at the moment, I think he's probably safe. But yeah, not sure. Flaccid but ready. Appreciate you. No, appreciate you, mate. Thanks for being here. I think so, Coley. I think he did really benefit from Manu. That's definitely fair. Yeah, mid-tier for a story of my life, Coley. I'm currently running Dance of Saifidi. Yeah, we see a lot of those wingers that get benefit from a good centre, and then we see the wingers that don't. Like if you're outside Herbie Farnworth, if you're outside Tungo, yeah, it's a big consideration when you're drafting your wingers. You need to think about who's inside them. Like if you're outside Garrick, you're going to do well. If you're, heifer of Liam Henry. Dude, I'm looking closely at Liam Henry. Does he play more than 40 minutes? I don't know. Naf White, yeah, you're in a bit of strife with those two. They're both like got that bit of upside, but we're just not sure about minutes, are we? Have a good night. Thanks. No, thank you, mate. That was good. I hope I was helpful. That's the main thing, obviously, too. I hope I helped, but you haven't made it too wrong any decisions yet. You're learning quickly, and you drafted so well that you've just got to hope for a bit of luck, mate. Having Kinney there's game changer for you, just to manage Tommy's injury strife. But yeah, I think we wrap it up. Fellas, been 40 minutes. Holy. It's a quick 40 minutes. That was fun. All right, well, we'll do this next week for TLT. I'll run through, if we have a bigger audience, I'll let people know, and we'll run through the TLT if people are interested. Just hammer the questions out. 14-team league, so just punted FRF. Oh, 100%. That's so smart of you. Yeah, mate. In a 14-team league, that's really strategic to just ignore it and focus on the value in the more meaningful positions. And then to actually have those two is actually not too bad. Flaccid, that's actually not too bad, mate, because you've actually done really well. I'd love to see your team, actually. That's really smart. I like that. I've done that most years. This year I actually pivoted because I love Team A. Big Terrell, so I grabbed Terrell in the home league, and yeah, just hoping to manage when it's a big injury, try and save my waiver maybe for a Liam Henry, that sort of thing, you know. Cool, guys. Well, that was sick. I will try and record a video tomorrow because I don't have to go to the gym tomorrow night, so I'll try to record a video and just league update stuff, talk through what's going on, and then we will maybe as of next week start doing matchup analysis videos as well, so everyone can start looking at their matchups for the week and help make captaincy decisions in Classic and stuff out of the data there. So we should get back on that train soon if all goes well with my modelling. I haven't looked at it this year, so it could be a bit rusty, but yeah, thank you everyone. Have a great night, and just hit me in the Discord if you do have any last minute waiver ticket questions. Sweet.